in my 30 years of living, I don't know nothing but church. And how many of you know that there is 1,000+ things that happen in church that is super funny? And
amen.
Now I don't, I'm one of those that I just know that, the name on the sign, that's just the name. But I grew up in the Pentecostal church. So of course, there's a lot of things that go on in the Pentecostal church that is very hilarious when you look back at it. One of the things that I remember growing up on is those old songs. And y'all probably know it. If you know it, just have to say, I'm on the battlefield for my Lord. Oh, I'm on the battlefield for my Lord. Oh, you know that I promise him that I will serve him till I die. Growing up, he would strike out. See, I didn't know the words of the song because of this right here. He would strike out and say, oh, and I was alone, and I used to say, what in the world is that man saying? What is he saying? So that's one of the things that I grew up from. Was the same thing with hymns. Same thing with hymns. I just learned what a lot of hymns were a few years ago. Because growing up, I don't think they knew it. They had the book. They had the book. Either they couldn't read, or either that was one of the days, because I know my granddad used to always tell me, son, you just wait when the age catch up with you. You're gonna see, I'm supposed to wear glasses now, but I'm trying to look dignified tonight. I didn't want to put them on. But I can see, I ain't blind, but I need them on. But he said, just wait till the age catch up with you. You're gonna need them glasses. And I believe a lot of them brothers the glasses wasn't working for them that day because the words that they were saying didn't match up with the words within that book. I remember one of the deacons at our church used to say, he said, we're gonna raise this hymn. First of all, why we got to raise it? Why we just can't sing it? Or line, because it's line is hymn. I've heard it. Why we got to raise it? But he would strike out, he would say, a charge to keep I have. And I used to be like, okay, charge to keep I have, all my people going. And then he would say, somebody with a suitable tune, now, help me raise this hymn. And he didn't ask somebody else to start it, but then he'd take it upon himself to start it. Hey, child. I used to go to the little book myself and say, it said a charge that I have, a God to go. What did he just say? Now mind you, I grew up with 2 siblings that were just as retarded as I am. And a lot of this stuff comes from my grandfather, who was a clown. A lot of people just didn't see that side of him. So I grew up with 2 siblings that were just as retarded. And sitting in church, and I don't know how they do it now, in this new church. But then, if you showed your behind out in church, that's when you got your butt whooped at. Now they take you to the foyer, to the bathroom, outside, to the car. No. When we were sitting over there on that first pew, and we showed out right there, my mama used to throw something across the church. And there's the cry. I dare you to cry. But so me and my brother, who is a lot older than me, but we used to sit there a lot of times, and when this stuff was going on, we would be looking back and forth at each other, just laughing. And our mama, who was a missionary in the church, used to sit right across from us and look. And she'd give us that look that if y'all 2 clowns show out tonight, y'all behind's gonna be mine. It's gonna belong to me. Now I know our Christian y'all gave y'all back to God, but your behind gonna belong to me tonight. So growing up, we went to a lot of revivals. Now we went to church Monday through Sunday, and that ain't no joke. Monday through Sunday, we was in church Monday through Sunday. You know, that's a full-time job for us. A lot of people say, you already work? Yes, I work. Where you work? Holy Ghost Assembly Church of God. That was a full-time job. Because we were musicians. So every time the church goes over, we had to be in church. We were musicians. So, you know, we played sports, but a lot of times I would play to about 3 quarters. And then from about time to 4 quarters, let's go. Time to go get to church. It's 8 o'clock. Time to get to church. I gotta miss the 4th quarter? You're gonna miss the 4th quarter. Tomorrow sad, so you won't have church tomorrow. You can play all 4 quarters tomorrow. So, you know, I thank God for those times now, though. But, you know, so we went to a lot of revivals. Like I said, I grew up in the Pentecostal church. So I came up in the Terrence service era. Terrence service, y'all know what Terrence service is? Terrence service era. That's when I came up in. They don't do that no more now. They don't do that Terrence service no more. No, they got away from that. Some of us need to go back down to the altar, call on Jesus a few times. But they got away from that. But that's what I grew up in, that Terrence service era. And now, mind you, I was just going to church because I was drugged to church. You know, I was just like Shirley Cease. I was drugged to church. I was drugged. And so when you get there, Terrence service, now, we had a lot of youth revivals. And during those youth revivals, they used to deal with those youth. They wanted all the youth. The main goal that week was to get somebody, you know, saved. The word that was brought forth, we hope that somebody come to Christ that night. Somebody found it. Well, I was one of those that just what it wasn't that back then. Church wasn't for me. You know, I was only there just to play. Got my little $25 out of church. Went and got me a hamburger or something. Went on back to the house. I wasn't studying. You know, Jesus get saved. None of that. I listened. You know, but it went in this gate and went out now. So I had this. My grandfather was one that, you know, he liked to be consistent. So the same evangelist for about 5 or 6 years ran our youth revival. So every year I had to hear this letter. And so Mother would come. She'd deal with the youth, would come to the altar. We Jesus. They tell us to stay down there. I didn't get it Monday night. Come back Tuesday night. Jesus. I didn't get it Tuesday. Wednesday night come. Jesus. I didn't get it Wednesday. Right that Thursday night, this lady, she just had to determine herself that night. This boy gonna get it tonight because his granddad a preacher, his mama a missionary, his grandma saved, his daddy saved, his uncle saved. It's on him. It's on him. I don't know why he running, but it's on him. So she was determined. Well, that night, their church came that night. Majority of their youth came that night. And she had this young girl in the church who was just as retarded as I was. And she came that night. And you know, a lot of times you go to church, you got to watch who you're sitting by or who you standing next to, because they'll make you miss your blessing. Well, this girl right here was the reason that I didn't get saved that week. Because I got down there on that altar, and Lord and behold, I ended up next to her. And so we down there, Jesus. Now mind you, they had the old saints back then that would work the altar with you. And they be down there saying, call her, baby. That's it, call her, baby. And this old lady was patting this girl on the back. Call her, baby. Call her, baby. And that girl got good and tired of that, to where she hollered, I'm going to call my mom and my daddy. You keep getting on my back like that. I got her from that altar and said, now listen, I ain't going to get it tonight. And I'm going to tell you, I ain't coming down here tomorrow night. I'm going to come to church, but don't call me to the altar. I'm going to call me because maybe next year I'll find them. Maybe next year. So, you know, things just didn't work. Then we would go off. And like I told you now, I'm crazy. So, I was taught well. So, now, I believe in the gift of prophecy. But I don't believe in prophesying. I believe in a prophetic word, but I don't believe in a pathetic word. There's a difference. So, when I got those false prophets and those that, you know, dished out those pathetic words, I dealt with them right then. And I got whooped for it. Because my mom said, Ecclesiastes said there's a time and a place. That's a time for everything. That ain't the time to do that. But as I got older, and as she got older, she said, you know what? I beg to differ. That is the time that you need to deal with. You don't need to let them go, because if you let them go, they thinking that they working it excellent. No, I need to deal with you right now and tell you that you lying. That right there ain't gonna come to pass, because you lying. I had one stand right in front of me and tell me that I was gonna be an engineer by the time I was 18. An engineer. I looked at him and I said, obviously God ain't spoken to you. Because my science teacher is sitting in the back of the church, and he will tell you that I have a 59 right now in science. A 59. Who is going to hire me as an engineer with a grade of 59 in science? And I hated math. My mama was a math major, but I hated it with a passion. I hated math. Because when I come home, the first day she got to pull out them books. And then if you didn't have homework, she gave you homework, because she was a math teacher. So she said, I got a book for you right here. Here you go. Here, do them problems right there. So, and I had a 60-something in math. So now I know engineers got to know a little bit of math, and they definitely got to know something about some science. And I didn't need to be nowhere near nobody's chemicals or nothing with no 59. So I told him, you need to go back and ask God again. Did he say Calvin Wilcox? Mind you, I'm junior now, because Dad was senior. Now he might have been talking about my dad, but he passed 18. Maybe he's talking about in 18 years for him. But for me, junior? No, sir. You need to go back and have a little dialogue with God. So then I was one of those that I just couldn't take. Now I love dressing. I love looking good. I love smelling good. So I can't deal with certain things. Now, like I say, I grew up with a family full of preachers and ministers now. So I ain't talking about it now, I'm just talking about what I'm talking about now. But some of them folk, they go up to Atlanta, they go to KNG, the men do, they go up there and they pay, Steve Harvey got a sale going on right now. You get two for $159. Two Steve Harvey suits. They throw in the shirt with it now. So they go up there and they get all clean. Get them suits, they get them some Robert Wayne shoes. Maybe they get them some Stacey Adams, some Masatos, and the women they go and get the nice dresses or the nice two-piece skirts, suits, hat, and all that stuff, matching pocketbook, shoes, accessories, and all that stuff to go with. But a lot of them, they leave out their house doing all of that, and they forget about the most important thing, the personal hygiene. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And then they come into the church with all us. And then that's the day that the Lord dealing with them about us. That's the day that the Lord dealing with them about us, and they got to talk to us that day. So, now mind you, I done got to church, and this guy done walked in, and he was sharp now. He was casket sharp. Now, I'm a mortician by trade. So when he walked in, I said, that dude is casket sharp. I'm talking about ain't a wrinkle nowhere. He just laid in there. He's casket sharp. And he walked in, I said, I know this ain't the preacher. And he walked straight to the pulpit, greeted everybody. I said, oh, Lord. This one of them guys. I see it right there. So, now mind you, my mama sitting over there, she looked at me and she said, I already done peeped you out, dog. I done peeped you out. I saw that look on your face. Don't you start tonight. So I was saying to myself, Lord, please don't let this man call a prayer line tonight, because he just looked like one of those that I done analyzed, and he done got all clean and all that other stuff. He got some stuff going on, and that it ain't holy. So I hope this ain't the night that he called a prayer line. I hope he get up there and preach what you done gave him. and sit back down, drink a little water, juice, whatever